Now, real quick, I just want to talk about basketball in the playoffs. I think we have a really cool kind of playoffs shaping up. I mean, first thing I got to do is shout out my Miami Heat. I mean, these guys are the 1 seed in the East, which just blows my mind because I've been a Heat fan since Dwayne Wade in 2006, and once he retired, I mean, I was like, I'm still going to be a Heat fan, but it's not going to be the same. But, dude, these guys have been, like, overperforming ever since Wade retired. Like, I think they took 1 year off. Then, in the bubble, they made it all the way to the finals. Even last year, they were doing really well. I think they lost to Milwaukee. And then, I mean, this year, they're the 1 seed. And, I mean, they've been plagued through so many injuries. They're just so good as a team. They have good chemistry. They know how to score. They know how to play defense. It's like, it's almost like the Phoenix Suns. But I would definitely edge the Suns. I think the East is going to be really interesting. If you guys don't know how the play-in game works, the way it works is 7-8 in play, and the winner of 7-8 is going to play the 2 seed, right? Now, the loser of 7-8 is going to play the winner of 9 and 10. So 9 and 10 play. If you lose, you're out. If you win, now you have to play the loser of 7-8. If you win that game, now you play the 1 seed. And honestly, I think these playoffs are going to be really interesting. I think it's very even. Like just going to the top of the East, we got Miami at 1, we got Boston at 2, who literally just went on a dream run. Like they were struggling so hard, then they got healthy, and I mean they just won like 29 out of 30 games, something like insane like that. I mean I don't think it's that good, but I mean they were like 10 seed, 11 seed, and now they're 2 seed. So I mean once you put your mind to it, like that's a good young team. 3 is Milwaukee, defending champions. So you already know they're going to be good. They're going to be dialed in. They had some injuries too. I mean, I think this year was pretty big on injuries for a lot of teams. For Philly, I'm really curious to see how this Harden and Embiid work in the playoffs. I mean, Toronto, I think is good, but I think Philly's got them covered. I think they're playing tonight. So that's going to be a good pre-playoff matchup to see what's going on. And then we got 6 Chicago. Chicago's been struggling. I'm gonna be honest. I've seen the last week or two of Chicago. They have a good young team. They got Levine. They got the center. I don't remember his name. He's pretty good. He's like European but solid. I think Lonzo. I just heard is out. Lonzo is gonna help. Caruso would have helped. I think Caruso should be back. So I mean, healthy. I think they're good, but do they have enough to beat Milwaukee? I don't think so. The teams you really want to watch out in the play-in, I mean, I think Atlanta and Charlotte, both very dangerous. I would love to see Atlanta make a huge run. Obviously, I'm a huge Atlanta fan, a huge Trae Young fan. And, I mean, Charlotte's good, but I think they're almost like the Suns 5 years ago. They're missing something. And, I mean, one thing is they can develop their players. They have a really good young roster. Like, I think I was talking to my friend Mark, and they have, like, 6 guys who can put up 20 points if they really need to. Something like, or like at least 5, which is good and it's bad. Like sometimes you need a star, sometimes you need a big center. Atlanta, Charlotte. I mean, I would have to lean Atlanta, but I mean, with 1 game, anyone can win. And I do think the higher seed should get the home court advantage, which I think will matter, especially for these young teams. And I would really like Atlanta to go pretty far. Now, Cleveland, Brooklyn's coming on strong. I think they've got over their injuries, except for Mr. Ben Simmons. Like, don't even get me started on Ben Simmons. I don't understand. Like, does the guy even want to play basketball? Does the guy even have money anymore? Like, I don't understand. Like, someone needs to like do an interview with this guy and like at least tell me what's going on. Like, I hate the mystery of just thinking this guy is like I don't want to be mean, but like a piece of shit. Like hopping from team to team, giving people hope and just not playing. And I mean, he's just got so much talent. I mean, he's 6'10", athletic. Solid point guard, good defense, can run the floor. Just doesn't have that killer instinct. And I mean, one thing I mean, obviously he's not gonna care what I say, but I think the man should box or do some kind of combat sport because this guy needs to face his fears. He's not. I don't think he's injured. I don't know if he's ever been injured. Maybe somewhere in the beginning he has been injured, but he's been good for a while now, and I don't know what they're waiting on. If these guys want to make a run in the playoffs, they need Ben Simmons. Now, if they play Cleveland, will they be okay? They should, but I think Cleveland is a very scrappy, young, and upcoming team. If they're healthy, I think Cleveland could beat Brooklyn. And then Brooklyn's going to face a young Atlanta or Charlotte team with a must-win situation, and I could see them exploding there. Now, the bad news is if they beat Cleveland, they play Boston. And at full strength, this Brooklyn team has enough to win the East. I really believe that. Now, mentally, are they there? I don't know. Injury-wise, are they there? I don't know. But I think if they can get their shit together, if they can... I mean, I think they're showing a streak, too. They've won a couple games in a row. I think they've been playing pretty well. Kyrie's free now. I mean, dude, Kyrie, as much as a kind of a head case that he is, like, that man can hoop. Like, Kyrie Irving 100% can hoop. And if he wants to play, if he's allowed to play, he could put up 50. He could put up 55 games in a row if he really wanted to. Like, that man is an animal. KD, same kind of thing. If he wants to put up 50, what are you going to do? Like, who's going to guard KD? Like, I had this conversation on Sunday with someone. But who is going to guard Kyrie Irving? Sorry, Kyrie Irving, one, and also KD. KD just so tall. Like, Kyrie, like, at least it seems feasible you can guard him. Because you can double him. Like, you can, I don't know, put someone kind of taller on him. But KD, when he goes up for the shot, what are you going to do? If he dribbles and he fakes the drive and pulls up, you're not stop. You don't have the reach to stop him. I mean, maybe Porzingis can guard him. I was trying to throw it out there that LeBron could guard him, but if he guards him, he's not going to be the same on offense, and they're not going to do that. Now, Ben Simmons. I mean, he could guard him, but he's on the same team. So, yeah, I mean, if Brooklyn puts a run together, I think they can really make something happen. But they're their own worst enemy. They're like they're almost like me. It's like, if you want to win, you can win, but you just got to work hard and stay disciplined. Now, as far as the West goes, man, Phoenix is good. Like, if Chris Paul is healthy, and I mean, they probably need Devin Booker too, or they need a DeAndre Ayton. But I think the big thing is Chris Paul going to be healthy? And I mean, right now he's doing fine, but it's always the semifinals, Game 5, Game 6, and he gets hurt, and then I mean, that team revolves around Chris Paul. He is the heart and soul of that team. He is their number one leader. He is their commander, their floor general. If he plays, I think Phoenix can come out of the West. Now, the West used to be so scary. It used to be like, oh man, the West is so much better than the East. And I think record-wise, it still kind of says that. But I don't know. I mean, I think Steph will be back. Okay, so we got Phoenix at 1, Memphis at 2. I mean, when Ja's playing, man, Memphis is a squad. Like, I mean, they play just as well without Ja as they do with Ja. I mean, and Ja is just a straight stud. Like, that guy reminds me of Derrick Rose, just unstoppable, just so much energy, so much. I mean, this dude can hoop. He's like Kyrie, but more athletic almost. Like, less of a shot. I mean, dude can still shoot. I'm not saying, like, he don't got a shot, but he can just drive so well, too. So if Ja plays with the whole team, I mean, I could easily see 1-2 Memphis versus Phoenix in the Western Conference Finals. I mean, these teams are good. Now, Denver, like, everyone's saying that Jokic should be MVP. I've seen some stats here and there. I mean, I'm not like some pundit or expert, but at 47-33 at the 6th seed, I mean, I don't think you can really make a case for. I don't know. I mean, I don't think Jokic should be MVP. I mean, you're number 6 in the West. Now, Golden State, they should be getting Steph back. That's going to be an interesting series. I think Golden State Denver, if that's how it pans out, will be a very interesting series. Jamal Murray should be back. I mean, I really hope both teams are fully healthy so we can just see some good basketball. Now, if Steph and Clay just shoot lights out, what are you going to do? But if Jokic is unstoppable and down low and Murray is hooping up high, I mean, we should just see some really good games. Now, Dallas versus Utah, another really good series. I mean, we got Luka. Okay, the problem I see with Dallas is right now they only have one real star, Luka. Now they have Tim Hardaway Jr. They have Spencer Dinwiddie. They've got some scrappy guys. Maxi Kleber, this other guy, this point guard who's pretty good. But star power and shot for shot. I mean, Luka's gonna have to carry that team. And in the West, at the top, I don't think one player is enough. Like, you need to have a real team to build around. Like, okay, can Luka put up 50 every game? Maybe. Can he do it as well as Kyrie or KD? I don't think so. And he's going to get rebounds. He's going to get assists. But I don't think they have the firepower to deal with Utah. Utah's got Donovan. They've got Rudy. Maybe they can beat Utah. But once they get to Memphis, Phoenix, maybe even Golden State, I don't know. The Donovan and Gobert combo is a strong one, though. I will say that those two, it's going to be hard to stop. I think it should be a good series, but I would definitely, lean Utah on that one. Now, Minnesota versus the Clippers for the first play-in spot. I mean, is Kawhi playing? I know Paul George is playing. If Kawhi's playing, I think it's going to be interesting. Because Minnesota's, they're a good team, but they're just so young and streaky. Like, they will beat the best team by 20, 30. But they will lose to bad teams by 20 or 30. So, I don't think they're quite ready. Maybe they beat the Clippers. But if they have to play Memphis round 1, they have the talent. They have D'Lo. They have Cat. They have Anthony Edwards. They have, a good team. But enough to hang with Memphis? No way. There's just no way. And then we got Pelicans versus Spurs. Low-key, I wanted to see the Lakers make it just because, you just do it for, the drama and just the headlines. It would be cool to see the Lakers actually put up a fight against Phoenix or something like that. But I think it's locked in now. We're going to see Pelicans versus Spurs. Truth be told, I think this team's just going to get sacrificed to... The winner is just going to get sacrificed. Both Pelicans, Spurs, and Minnesota Lakers and Clippers, it doesn't really matter who wins. Memphis and Phoenix are going to win the first round. I think Pelicans can put up a fight. I think CJ was a huge addition to that team. If Zion plays, I think it's interesting. If Zion, I'm not sure what the big update on Zion is, but if he plays against the Spurs, or if he even plays against, I think they can beat the Spurs without Zion. But if he plays first round, maybe Memphis. I don't think they can beat Phoenix. I just really don't think. Zion's kind of off the couch. He hasn't got the reps in with the team. The chemistry's not going to be there, and Memphis and Phoenix are just on another level right now. They're just hitting hard. They're hooping. They know what they're doing. So yeah, that's kind of my breakdown for the East and West. Out of the West, I strongly just believe that Phoenix, Memphis are going to be left at the end. I think complete consistency, talent, chemistry-wise, these two teams are just on another level. Yeah, Golden State has Steph and Clay. Yeah, Denver has Jamal and Jokic. Utah's got Rudy and Donovan. Dallas has Luka. But not. Phoenix and Memphis got you matched star power. They beat you on chemistry. They beat you on execution. It would really have to take something special for, I think, one of these two teams to lose. Now, the East, man, I really... obviously I'm going to root for my Miami, but I think anything can happen. I really think that Brooklyn can make a run. I think it's possible they could upset Boston. I don't think any of these teams are going to upset Miami, but I think it's possible. I really think the East is that wide open. Sixers, I think, honestly, I think the weakest teams in the East are going to be Toronto and Chicago, the 5 and 6 seeds. I think Cleveland, Brooklyn, and even Atlanta and Charlotte have more upside than those two teams. Maybe I'm disrespecting Toronto, maybe I'm disrespecting Chicago, but I don't think they're going to hang. I think I wouldn't be surprised if both those guys were out after the second round. All right, so that's going to be Master of None episode 2. It was honestly kind of cool doing a podcast by myself, just talking about kind of the stuff that's going on, the cool stuff, the bad stuff, the stuff I need to learn from. Now I got to practice some stand-up. Definitely got to make sure that I know what I'm doing tonight. And you will get an update the next week or the week after. I don't know if there's anything else. I think I just talked a whole hour straight to myself. I guess that's a sign of a stand-up comedian. So, Attack on Titan, watch it if you haven't seen it. Season 3 is amazing. This card is going to be just off the hook, dude. At least the last 3 fights. I think they're really going to deliver. Hopefully, they're not all round 1 first minute knockouts. I want to see some back and forth. I want to see some good stuff. I want to get my mind blown. But yeah, everything else, just keep chipping away, keep learning, work hard, don't get cocky after a good week, and that is how I'm going to sign off. So peace out. Hope you guys were entertained, and hope you guys enjoy episode 20 of Master of None.